Good evening, ladies, gentlemen. I am here to say that I oppose Senate Bill 281. I've been a resident of Howard County now for about 12 years. I'm a Navy veteran. I'm an engineer. 40 years as a competitive shooter. We can go over the statistics that plenty of people have brought up before, but the one thing that I'm looking at is how twisted this has all become, and that we are addressing, and I do feel like I am under attack just because I own firearms, and I call them firearms. They are not weapons. They're something that I use to compete, to engage in a sport. I am a former national champion. I was on the national team one year. But there are a few things that I could propose that we start thinking about to address the social problems, not going after the people and trying to limit what they are allowed to own. Often, mass murderers, it seems like they're making some kind of a twisted grab at fame. Why is it that in the press we repeat their names and we post their pictures? I believe in the futures that they should become, faceless and nameless. These are horrible events. Nobody can frame them any other way. But can we ask the press to just say, we had a shooter, do not publish their name, do not publish their picture. I would happily pay a 1-cent surcharge on my ammunition. I primarily shoot .22 calibers, about 14 cents a round. I would pay a penny a round that would go into a fund that would address some of these issues. Improving background screening, I agree with that. Let's take people who do not properly secure their firearms and levy charges on them. I keep my firearms locked up in a vault in my basement. That's where I know that they will not come into the hands of somebody that would misuse them.
Sir, your time is up. Just a second, Senator Kettle has a question.
I have a quick question. I don't sit on the committee in the Senate, but I was able to sit in some of the testimony and listen to others online. And there was a young woman who testified about having scholarships for being a shooter. And since you're a former national champion and on the team, is that something that is available, or that people often are able to get scholarships doing that? I'm just curious how often it happens.
Yes, Senator. There are about 40 schools in the country that have top-level shooting teams. There's often the scholarships are divided, though. A shooting team might get 2 scholarships from the institution, and that would be divided between 4 or 6 shooters, so that everybody gets a little bit, but nobody gets a full ride as a collegiate shooter.
Yeah, the one thing that this young woman was concerned about was the inability for her, if she was going to not be able to use these firearms, that she wouldn't be able to get the scholarship that she thought she would be able to get. And that's why I was just curious if you knew anything about that. So.
Senator, I earned my doctorate in engineering. I would never, and I coached for a number of years. I coached juniors. I would never tell a parent, oh, you should plan on your son or daughter being able to earn a scholarship. My frontline prone rifle cost about $5,000. It's a single-shot bolt-action .22 rifle. My air rifle cost $3,200. If you're going to equip, and this doesn't count all the rest of the gear, if you're going to equip a child, bring them up so that they earn a college scholarship, you paid for their education before you ever got it.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks.